Hello and welcome back to my channel, where today I want to take a look at my February spreads for 2024. These spreads have taken me the longest out of any spreads I think ever, honestly. They've taken certainly a long time, and I haven't spent time like this in, gosh, a few years maybe, since I started bullet journaling. But I put together a couple of different things I saw online. So I liked the little vines around the border. I thought that was really pretty. And then I just have these little potion bottle things on here, and I think the colors go together really well. It's just hard to tell the difference between the light and dark here. It gets easier to tell as we move on because I started coloring it in a little bit better. And I've also noticed that I switched the colors at some point. That's the light color and that's the dark color. That ends up being switched up later, but that's okay. You can kind of see the difference. So this is the front page here, just Hello February. Put the pink under there just to add a little bit more color to the middle. And then we move on to the next page, which I needed to plan my month, so it has all of the stuff I have going on in it. But we have a little border around here. The month is there. We have the days of the week colored up here. And then I did, since I wanted it to be a nice little block, I put the other 3 days of January there, and then the 3 days of March there, just so it would look a little bit nicer. And I wouldn't just have blank spaces there. And then at the bottom, I've added my different types of uploads or live streaming or things like that here. And then I have my stats here. So the beginning of the month and the end of the month. What's the difference in subscriber count? And then on the next page, we have... So I changed my actions and goals to actually be actions and goals. So these are my actions I want to be doing for the month. So I have the monthly task up here. I have the weekly tasks here. And then I have my daily tasks down here, which so 2 of them are in each square because that's all I had room for. And there's a little bit of I kind of messed up there because I forgot how to count. But, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 daily tasks. I did kind of make a lot of these smaller because space, but also maybe it'll be easier for me to keep up with tasks if I'm doing them, if I'm doing less of them and being more vigilant in a way, I guess, on doing the ones that I choose. And then over here, I just have 7 goals for the month, which a couple of them are things that are going to happen anyways, but I have my goals here. The pages kind of look the same with the little vines around the border. And then this is where my self-care bingo and mood tracker are. My self-care bingo is smaller also for this one because the border is a lot thicker. But I have a 3x3 board instead of, I think I had a 5x5 in January. A 4x4. Okay. So I have a 3x3 now. So that's 9 instead of 16 squares. And then the rewards will go down here as I get bingos, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can get 8 bingos technically. But yeah, these are just a few things I want to do this month for self-care and to, do things for myself to make sure I'm still taking care of myself. And then over here, instead of the potion bottles themselves, because there wasn't enough room to put the little top on them, these are just kind of like little bubbles. And then each one has, because these have 2 little pieces in them, these also have 2 pieces for 2 different days. And then I'll color them in with whatever color from the key down here with happy, meh, and sad. On the next page, this is the first one that it goes across the page, and I think it looks a lot nicer that way. I like how the border just kind of keeps going and it goes all the way around. I thought that was really cool. Oh my god, wow. I can't believe I just hit the camera like that. Oh my god, I've done it again. Stop. So here I have just a small little thing about Project Red 1 and the sections I'm working on, if they've been outlined and then written, like actually typed out in Dabble. And then I have a similar thing for my short story that I started writing in January, which is actually a rewrite of a short story I wrote, probably about 5 years ago now. I wanted to, for my first story of the year, I wanted to rewrite that and kind of warm myself up to writing short stories like that. There are 15 scenes in this story. I don't know if I'm going to get through all 15 of them, so I went up to 11 because that's how far this goes, but there is more space over here if I do end up making it to 15, which would be over here somewhere. So these two spreads are going to be really important for my writing this month. Instead of having a tracker like the one I didn't use last month, this one that I was just going to write notes in, and then over here I was keeping track of how many words I was writing, but did not write most of the month. So this one is more keeping track of what sections I'm working on and what scenes I'm working on, rather than how many words I'm writing each day. I think that'll work a lot better for me. Has yet to be seen, but you know. And then on this next set of spreads here, they also have a longer border because they go together. This is my bi-weekly grocery list, so I'll write things, you know, that we need here. I might make a third column, but there's one for the first half and then the second half of February, and then over here I'm gonna write down the meals that we're having for the week so I don't forget, because I am very bad at remembering what I'm making for food. Like, we can buy groceries, but I'm like, oh man, but what were we making for dinner though? So I have room for 6 spaces on each week here. And then my last spread is my lunar journal, which I'm not sure how I want to set it up this month. I might still just divide it into 4 on each page like I did in January, because it looked like this last month. And I liked the way it worked. I wrote more about these things, that's why they're not in here. But I wrote more, these are cut into 4s, but the spacing on this is a little bit different. So I don't know. I might end up writing it like with no lines and stuff, like these 2 pages. And that might make it a little bit easier to make it all fit in here. And then I haven't decided what I want to do with my weekly or my daily pages yet. I have made some plans for some of the days here. And the only weird thing about February is, starting on the 1st, exactly 4 days fits on a page before I get to my weekly review. So at the beginning of each week, my weekly review is going to be at the top of the page. A little bit weird, but I'm sure I'll make it work anyways. But I am still going to do a little header at the top, my tasks on one side, and then journal about my day on the other side, like I did in January. So it'll look kind of like this. I'll have my tasks over here with a little header, the journal will be there, and then my weekly review is going to be at the top of the page, but it'll still kind of look like that. But yeah, that's my February setup for 2024. I think it's something very different and I've never seen anything like it, honestly. So I'm excited to get to use these pages and just be excited to get into my journal, because towards the end of January, I wasn't really, in it as much as I would have liked to be. I did journal a little bit, but I would have wanted to be more in this journal. So I'm hoping in February I'm able to do that. Let me know down in the comments what spreads you chose for February or what theme you chose, stuff like that. Let me know anything, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.